I'm a former child actor, right? We are supposed to snap and go bad at some point. I always wonder, how long is it? Look at how long it took Charlie Sheen to self-destruct. I can still go. 70 years old, I rob a 7-Eleven. Slurpees, lots of them. Natalie, Tootie! Cover me! Urkel, start the car! They asked me to be on a dog food commercial. I was like, I don't want to be back on TV in a dog food commercial. And they go, no, you'll put on the dog suit. It's going to be fun. I said, I pass on wearing a dog suit on national television. They said it pays $30,000 for one day's work. I said, begging, 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 begging. I get to travel all over to do this, so I'm pretty lucky, I guess. Except when I play Vegas, never lucky there. I lost $400 in less than an hour on that game, the lap dance. Have you been to Las Vegas? It's a family town. I can't tell you how many 65-year-old fathers I see with their 19-year-old daughters waiting by the elevators. We play a game after the shows in Vegas. We go to the bar late at night. The comedians, we all go to the same bar and we play a game. It's called Daughter or Botter. People bring their small children with them to Las Vegas, to the Strip. What are they thinking? Binge drinking, prostitution, gambling. Let's bring the kids. The family that gambles together ends up in shambles together. That's what we always say. Daddy, what's rock bottom? This tour, I was in Louisville, Kentucky. Nobody's correcting me on how I pronounce it instantaneously. Louisville. It's not Louisville. I can spell Louisville. I know how. Louisville. You gotta be drunk to say it right. Louisville. Me and the other comedian, we were arguing about how to say it, and finally I said, let's just go to the fast food drive-thru. We'll have the girl behind the counter be the judge. So I go, where are we? And she goes, Burger King. I got a speed trap ticket. I got so pissed. I told the cop off. I was like, I can't believe you pulled me over for going 5 miles over the speed limit. There are criminals and terrorists and murderers and illegals. Trump is president. I thought I'd play into that. I go, why don't you do your job instead of picking on innocent people, pig? And he looked back at me very serious. And he said, roll down your window! And I said, I'm sorry, officer, was I going fast? Please give me a ticket. Somebody could have gotten hurt. There's dope in my crotch. I demand a strip search immediately. How many people notice I drive a 1970s car with a roll-down window? You think if I could get some bigger gigs or back on TV in the movies again, I could afford a newer model car? There was a girl at the show last night. She was sitting there. She was so young, she had never seen a roll-down window. She was like, what's Skippy doing in the car? That's gross. You and that Louis C.K., wash your hands. I don't think cops are pigs. I'm not a defund the police guy. You can applaud that. Yeah, no, the cops are good. They're good people, and they're a lot of there's bad apples, but many of them the bravest men and women on our planet. My mom growing up was a cop. And she was one of the first female officers on the force in the early 70s. It was a big deal. She had a bulletproof bra. She was a badass, my mom. The first of its kind. And now I'm so proud of her, but when I was a kid, I was embarrassed. My friends would come over, and they'd see the police uniform and the handcuffs, and I'd be like, oh, my mom's a stripper. Kind of like my mom feels about me now. Your son's a comic. He's playing comedy clubs in Florida. No, he joined Al-Qaeda. But she was on the drug squad. You could come home drunk or stoned. Your parents wouldn't have a clue. My mom could send hair samples to the lab. It was like CSI, my mommy. She'd come into my bedroom when I was a teenager and look it over with one of those little blue lights from the detective shows. It looked like I was painting. My stepfather growing up was an alcoholic. No response whatsoever. This is Winter Haven. You're like, yeah. We're all drunks around this place. I remember I was little, I innocently asked, what's a Phillips screwdriver? And he goes, milk of magnesia and vodka. Now go make me one. I'm like a father to you. That was his big line. I'm like a father to you. I go, why? Because you sleep with my mother? I have news for you, buddy. My real father wouldn't do a thing like that. He's recovered now, so that's good. He's my 12th stepfather. And he takes wonderful care of my mother, and isn't that what's important? I want her to be loved. And I don't want to pay for her, so really it's a good combination. Some of these jokes are too close to home, and I'll warn you that right now. He bought her an SUV, put the big bow on it. He got special GPS for old people. They have that in Florida. Do you have your GPS for really old people? Your blinker lights are still on. You're in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, and you're doing 6. Your seatbelt is dangling outside your door. Sparks. You forgot to wear clothing. Those are the wrong pills. Now you're doing 90 in the open street farmer's market. Technology, it's crazy. We all do this all day. Everybody does this. Women, you're the worst. I see at the airport. Every restaurant, every bar, every place to sit down, it's the ladies that can't wait to plug their charger in the outlet. I say, now you know how us men feel. We all do this all day. Don't you think we're going to look back at this at some point in history? It'll be absurd, right? Remember when everybody did this all day? Now it's built into our eyeballs. Hold on, let me just post this TikTok. TikTok. Look how old I am. I'm the guy that calls AI Al. What's going on with TikTok anyway? It's here one day, the next day it's not here, and then the next day, welcome back. I don't get it. What's the problem with TikTok? It's a security threat? Really? The Chinese government is trying to feed us propaganda and control our minds and censor what we hear? That's the U.S. government's job. God damn it! Where's the security threat? Have you seen any videos on TikTok? It's teenage girls in Lululemon pants dancing badly and whining about being ghosted. Where's the security threat, sir? It's an attack. Nuclear? No. Cat memes. If we don't have TikTok, where are the old perverted men going to go to look at young girls? They are already closing down the malls. This is an old perverted man crisis. TikTok is not our concern, people. The Chinese have another super weapon. I know about it. They press a button, and all the clothes we buy on Amazon fall apart. It happens about 3 months later anyway, but this is all at once. They press the button. So, technology and dating, you gotta text if you want to get laid. Take it from somebody who doesn't text. You got to get the girl's number in your phone. Hey, here's my phone. Can I get your digits? Let me have your phone. I'll put my number in your phone. It's all about the number in the phone. I'm old school. I meet a girl. I'm like, hey, I'll get your number. I'll go find a pen. They're never there when I get back. A pen. They look at me like I'm from the 15th century. I might as well say, oh, let me grab my feather quill and ink dip. I'll calligraphy your number here on this parchment. I was on a date, and the girl was doing this during the date. Is that rude? Yeah. The waiter came over. I had to instant messenger her on Facebook to see what she wanted to order. And a salad, dressing on the side. I tagged the waiter. She Googled me at the table. The first thing that comes up is washedupcelebrities.com. There's a live feed of right now. The second thing that comes up is called celebrityworth.net, and I love that site. According to celebrityworth.net, I'm worth $2 million. And it's accurate. It's just off by $2 million.